Hi and welcome back to the channel. I've had a lot of rain the last couple days, so I'm down in what I call the bottom part of the garden. Up through there's the top part of the garden, and down here my son, who's doing most of this work on the farm now, is my one son, is planting mangels here, and they're starting to come up. Mangels are big huge beets that you can use to feed the cows in place of grain. So I'm just walking around this little patch here. Several years back my brother had this fence. He had it all around his yard and he didn't want it, so I took it, and then once I get fenced, then I make another garden. So this whole big area I made thanks to his fence and T-posts. But let's see what we got here. I'm spinning around in circles here, I don't know why. So this is a hazelnut tree. It's doing really good here. I got it from Stark's a couple years back. These are black raspberries. They got out of control because I was unable to prune them or anything this winter. But there'll be a ton of berries on there, but they'll be rough to pick them this summer. Alright, I'm walking over here. This tree here is a sour cherry tree, and we've never gotten any cherries off of it, maybe one or two, but it had a lot of flowers this year, and I think we're gonna get some cherries on it, and we're gonna have to clean this out here because the berries are starting to, they're not going to overtake a cherry tree, but if we get some cherries on there, we'll want to get in there to pick them, that's for sure. And then this row here is another row of black raspberries. I planted this a while back. You know, the black raspberries, they just spring up all over the ground in the spring, and if you want to plant a new row, you just dig them up with a shovel and plant a new row of them, and in a couple years you have a huge patch. And then here is what I really wanted to look at when I came down here and show you are currants. Let's see if I can get in there. Got a lot of berries on here. We had tons of flowers on it, and there's tons of berries on these. Currants are something I had never eaten in my entire life till I basically bought a currant bush and planted some. Now I have them all over the place because they're so good and they're so easy to grow. So these are red currants here. So another red currant bush. Let me see if I can see the berries there. Still some flowers on there a little bit. It's another red currant. Let me look at this one here. This one looks a little different. I think it's a red currant though too. I think all these down here are red currants. There's some more red currants. Boy, some of the berries on here are kind of big already for this early in season. It's the red currants. Go through here. Oops, almost tripped. There's another red currant. And this is a gooseberry. It's kind of going wild here. It's got some gooseberries on it though. I love gooseberries. You can tell it's got smaller leaves and bigger thorns. Well, those currants don't have any thorns, but it's got smaller leaves and it's got big thorns on it. So that's gooseberry. This gooseberry, something went wrong with it, but we'll probably be able to prune it and it'll come back to life. Walking around the end here, some Concord grapes. These things just kind of grow wild around here. We eat them and I cut them back then. This is another hazelnut tree. This is doing better. It's planted the same time as that one down there, but it wasn't doing real well. But it looks like okay now this year. I wish it was a little bigger. That one there I think is from Spain. I think it's called a Barcelona hazelnut tree. And you're supposed to plant it where there's partial shade, and you can see we're right on the edge of the woods here, so it gets about half day shade. These here are black currants. You can't really tell the bush much different from the red currants, but grow the red ones or the white ones if you want them for flavor. But if you want a unique experience, grow some black currants. That's an acquired taste. But they say there's all kinds of good stuff in them for you. Of course, that's kind of funny because they say that about everything. This hazelnut tree is just not making it here. Something came and cut all of these branches on it. I don't know what is it, some type of cutworm or something like that. But I want to move it from here anyhow. I want to get it closer to that one, but we'll see. I don't want to get too close to the one little garden patch I have down here. All right, well, it's about dinner time. I heard my wife up there calling to my son, who was working in the garden up here, this top part of the garden, where I have, this is kind of our main, like we planted tomatoes and stuff here. This little thing here, this is kind of a wet spot, so I got some old oak boards and just put them around it, filled it with manure and some ashes from the fireplace. And it seems to be a good place for rhubarb and asparagus. Now this asparagus it's kind of overgrown here, but